Let me now give you another example in here. So let me just delete all of this, and let's have a string variable. So I'm going to say string, and I'm going to name this as gender equals to male, for example. Or actually, let's just do female first. So female. So if I want to make sure that this value in here is indeed a gender, I can say if, and then gender. And then for strings, if you want to compare them, you can say dot and then equals. And I'll come back to this in a second. But here I'm saying gender equals to, and then female. So female. Now, if this is the case, I'm going to say south and then valid gender. If I run this, we should get valid gender. Now, what about if I say male in here and then run it? We know that male is a valid gender. So maybe you might be thinking, okay, we could do else and then if, and then I could say gender dot equals to, and then male. And sure enough, this works. But again, you can see that we have duplication. So valid gender, just like that. And then you need, for example, else. So this is basically saying that it's invalid. So south, invalid gender. So now if I run this, this surely works. So it's a valid gender. Now what I want to do is I want to basically collapse these two together, right? So I can say in here, if gender equals to female, and then I can say or gender equals to male, therefore it's a valid gender. So the or logical operator is like this. So these two pipes in here, and then I can say this. So I can take this and then paste that in. And now I can get rid of this all together. And you can see that now I'm saying gender equals to female or equals to male. If either one of these is true, therefore print this. Otherwise, false. Print else. So if I run this, you can see that it's a valid gender. And if I say female in here, it's also a valid gender. There we go. And if I say foo, for example, there we go, invalid gender. Now, if I pass, let's just say in here. So let's just say female, for example, in here. And here, I'm actually passing this E like that. So if I run this, it's invalid. So we could fix this by, so here, I could say gender dot equals ignoring case. So if I run this, you can see that now it's a valid gender because it's not concerned about the case at all. So there are multiple ways that you can do this, but this is one, and I'm going to give you exercises so that you can practice all of this. And this is pretty much how to use the or logical operator. So or means either one of these has to be true in order for the whole expression evaluate to true to run your condition within the if statement. If it's false, then run the else branch.